Alright, boys, welcome to Loomian Legacy Hunting.
By day 544, hope was running pretty thin, but at least I could go outside during the daytime. But finally at night, I killed this drowned, and he dropped his trident. However, I didn't pick it up immediately and started to panic. I got it, and you can't even fathom my happiness. Things really low on health, though, so I'm going straight back home to fix it. Though in my absolute excitement, I put mending on the trident before any other enchantments. So I had to wipe the trident clean with a wet stone, wasting a mending book. I enchanted it, put another mending book on it, and then fixed it with the zombie spawner. Also got some achievements. Day 546, I built an AFK fish farm inside of the zombie spawner. Now I can get XP and loot while waiting to get more XP and loot. It's very efficient. So that's what I did all of day 547. I would AFK fish until the zombies spawn, and then I would quickly go kill all the zombies. I got mending on Timothy, so I can fix him down here too. The last thing on my mending list is diamond pants,
is that get easy win editors in Nightmare, bro? What's up, guys?
It's an achievement to resummon the Ender Dragon, so that's what I'm doing today. I'm also looking for some XP.
Thank you for the like, whoever liked the stream.
Really wasn't that difficult. Kinda lame you don't get as much XP as the first time, though. You don't get a second dragon egg either. It's a ripoff. I decided not to waste any time and went straight to the end on day 550. There's an achievement for levitating up 50 blocks.
Bro, I'm a big fan.
I wasn't too scared. I had feather falling boots. I also got myself a third elytra. It's pretty easy when you already have one. Oh, and you know I'm not gonna forget that dragon head. Though getting back wiped out both elytras, so it's time to fix up this zombie fish farmer. I put a clock down here. It helps me to tell how long I've been whacking the water. By the end of day
8:32.
I have 2 fully charged mending elytras. So I took the first elytra I ever got and hung it on the wall. But now I'm back in the nether for another project. It's time to kill some things. Yep, I made it back to the nether fortress to kill wither skeletons. I need their skulls. Wither skeleton skulls are a pretty rare drop, though. There's only a 2.5% chance that I'll get one. However, they'll spawn more
I'm about to join you. I ain't bet, bro.
When I'm not killing them. Nether fortresses cover a ton of areas, so I can increase my efficiency the more nether brick I place down. But again, that skull is rare. Even after 4 days, I only got one.
Join
I
us,
got
bro.
lucky. Day 557, I got another. And I was incredibly
We hunting for Gamma Puppy or Gamma Squad. Whatever Gamma. I just want a Gamma, bro. I want to get it myself, no trading, just myself. I don't want no Gamma Calf milk.
I'm a little more exposed with the flat ground, but I'll take more wither skeletons any day. Because on day 563, I finally got my last skull. That's 9. Now I'm taking
You
the
fools, you thought you could see my face, not yet.
I killed this thing for the first time on day 300, and honestly, it was pretty easy. I came very prepared. So I set out with the goal of
Only a friend knows what my face looks like.
And with my Smite 4 sword, even 3 withers went down pretty easy. I'm quite amazed at myself that I killed 3 withers and still have daylight. Those 3 withers gave me 3 more beacons.
Yep, Jack and Boom is in here.
I spent all of day 565 and
I'm doing it.
enchantment on my trident. Well, that was a waste of 40 levels. What's nice about this new beacon, though, is the shallow caves around my compound. I get all 5 of those effects, which makes going through these caves very easy. Though if I go too deep, I'll lose them. Can't be caught here. You know,
So peepee.
a pain to get this thing.
Yo, holy
But I'm already going back to the nether on day 567. It's time to max out that beacon. I have to kill 2 more withers, which means I need 6 more skulls. It's gonna be a grind.
A gleam scored.
I need more XP to get channeling on my trident, and I can get it here. So I spent some more days down in the nether. Yes, even 569. By day 570, I had 5 skulls just looking for that last one. And on day 571, with this solitary wither skeleton, I got my final skull. Time to kill his dad. So on day 572, I only had to kill the wither 2 times. It was pretty easy. So now I've got the strongest beacon type in the game. A 6-double beacon. And after setting it up properly, I've got all of the beacon effects maxed out. Essentially, I'm an unkillable god, so long as I'm standing near my sweet, sweet beacon. I'm going back to abducting in day 573. I was attempting to get a librarian that would sell me the channeling enchantment. But as you can see, the withers were not cooperating. The first thing I did
Alright, no pressure. No pressure, no pressure.
And I did it. After spending all that time in the nether, I decided to go out on an adventure. I've only got a couple more achievements to knock off my list, and to get them, I've got to leave the safety of my compound. So I'm just going to go straight west across the sea, looking for new biomes and new monsters. To be more specific, I'm
It's not a Gamma, but it's a Gleam Squad. I'll take it.
Badlands and a couple of other weird ones. See, I've already been to an ice biome. I need to find an ice spikes biome, which is far rarer. There's also a mushroom biome that I'm insanely excited to find, but nothing today. I'm also looking for a couple
Easy. Easy money, bro. Easy.
Down this one. It kind of looks like my real life cat. Just a little. Can't take him with me, though. I'm a rolling stone. find another one that looks just like it. One of the biomes I needed was a bamboo jungle, and I found one here. I've got to breed an ocelot for
It's
another
a
achievement, but I don't
smart
think that's gonna
major,
work with
I
all this
think.
danger out here. Oh look, I found a panda. I guess I can breed that. I locked him in a dirt prison and then went back into the jungle to find him a mate. I got one, and then spent pretty much all day leading him with bamboo. They're pretty slow. Pandas are fairly particular. You gotta surround them with bamboo before they'll do any mating. But once they have that, they'll get right to it.
Look
I
at
wish
this
I could
thing.
take one home, but I'm just too far for that. I have the coordinates, so I could always come back. I stayed in the jungle another day, hoping to find ocelots, but I only found zombies. I also found a jungle temple. It had okay loot. And by dawn the next morning, I found the Badlands. It's a great biome. The Badlands are another rare biome, and obviously you can see why. However, I didn't stay long. I've still got more to find. Day 580, I found a savannah town. They're nice, but there's nothing new here. But at night, I found a tundra and a stray, which is basically like a snowy skeleton. And it was also the last monster I needed to kill. There was also this abandoned snowy town, which was creepy, but also cool. I'm still just a man in the wilderness on day 581. I've only got 3 more biomes to find before I found them all. And I'm really not sure when I'll get a vacation like this again, so I might as well have some fun with it while I'm here. Day 582 was pretty much just a whole lot of me and my thoughts. I paddled all night, and right at dawn, I saw it. The mushroom biome. It's a whole biome dedicated to mushrooms. It's also the only place in Minecraft where you can find the mushroom. And I've got to breed these for another achievement. However, for that I'll need wheat, so I'll have to boat to an adjacent island to get some. The plan was to set up a very simple farm and then kill skeletons at night to get some easy wheat. And pretty quickly I got over 40
Bro,
boat
look at
pairs,
this
and
thing.
before the night was even over, I was
This thing
breeding
looks
mushrooms.
cool,
Day
cool.
584, I was just trying to feed some polar bears. It's not possible. Don't try it. I thought it was just gonna... I killed this one's child. At night I found a sunken ship, and in the chest I found a diamond.
And
That only thing I did all of day 585 was find a donkey. I named him Hote. Don Quixote. He's pretty slow though. I'm faster on foot. Day 586, I found a snowy village that wasn't overrun with zombies.
Easy
The village
evolution,
is here.
bro.
It's so cute.
Easy.
Little earmuffs. I also found the last cat I need. A white gentleman.
Hey,
with different
man, can
colored
you
eyes.
evolve,
Of course, he
please?
can't come home with me. I'm like 10,000 blocks away.
Hold on, that's
Spent some
illegal.
quality time at night missing at Phantoms. The only new thing I did day 587 was breed some foxes. I was lucky they were close to each other. Day 588, I was mindlessly paddling when I dropped my
That's
sword in the
illegal.
ocean, and
I should not be able to do
fine.
that.
I watched the clip back and found it, but I wasted a whole day. I have no idea why there's so many drowned in this particular area, but where was this 20 days ago? And nothing notable happened on day 590. But hey, during the nighttime of day 591, I found the ice spikes biome. You know, it's kind of nice
Oh,
if you're
that's
into
cool.
ice. I was fairly certain that was supposed to be the last biome, but apparently I'm missing one.
Sad.
Anyway, I think it's time to go back home. I've had quite the adventure. That's why I'm mining this obsidian. I went straight west about 15,000 blocks, which means I only have to fly east in the nether for about 7,000. It only took about a day. 7,000 blocks within Elytra's not too bad. Yep, by nighttime I was back at L-Town and chilling in my booth. Day 594, I bred some donkeys. There's an achievement for breeding all of the animals, but they count as horses. Well, that was pointless, so I just killed the whole family. I
Oh,
also had to
just
go
need
grab Chief from
another
the end
power
shack.
core.
When I
We
killed the
good.
Ender Dragon the second time, it respawned me back at the main compound, so I left him here. All of day 595 was spent creating my new 3-headed dragon totem. I know you're jealous. It took all day because the first couple versions just looked terrible. I know this might sound a little crazy, but I'm gonna do a raid at my main compound, so I gotta make sure my villagers are safe. I spent all day working on a locking mechanism where if I flip this lever, my villagers should be a little bit safer. And after quite a lot of wiring in day 597, every villager hut on my compound is hooked up to the same system. Day 598, I built this panic tower above the conduit. If things get hairy, I should be able to survive on the top of that thing. I also burned down some trees just to open things up a bit. At night, I tested the panic tower on an unsuspecting zombie, and it works perfectly. The zombie was lured into the water, and the conduit killed him. I quickly got Bad Omen and started the raid on day 599. The beacon powers made such a difference. This raid was
Alright, bet. So
yeah,
now
anyway, on
it's
day 600, I
gonna...
got the achievement for hitting a villager with a bolt of lightning. He volunteered. I spent the rest of the day making tree houses, which should help in future raids. I did another raid on day 6, so I was mostly just testing my limits with the vex with this beacon. Again, as long as I'm standing near the beacon, I'm virtually unkillable. I've also started on a second double chest full of totems. I got 7 today. Day 602, I spent all day getting Bad Omen 3 to test out a level 3 raid in the compound.
Was not expecting this to happen, but it happened.
Houses I installed. Yep, mopped it up pretty quickly and then went over to Glasstown to cash in on my hero status. I spent all of day 604 making huge profits with the massive discount these villagers give me now. I don't really need the money though, so I decided to go back to my compound and fix up my map on day 605. All I did all day was
Look at
extend
this
the map.
guy.
It'll look nice when it's done. See, I was right. I could stare at this thing all day. One of the many achievements is to eat all of the food in the game. game, including spider eyes. I didn't even know beet soup was a thing, but I had to eat it, and probably never will again. Day 607, I went over to L-Town to buy some suspicious stew, and when I slurped it down, it blinded me. What a useful item. And for some reason, you can also eat dried kelp. Good thing I only have to do this once. Day 608, I got that kelp real crispy, but it didn't help the taste much. And I made sure the last piece of food I had to eat was my enchanted golden apple. It's one of the rarest items in the game, and it tasted delicious. At night, I put a butcher in the camp. Farming that kelp gave me an idea. Higher level butchers will buy dried kelp blocks, so I tried to make an auto kelp farm. I couldn't get it to work, and I gave up. So day 610, I tried to make an auto bamboo farm. I should have remembered that I'm terrible. Day 611, I finally was able to breed the llamas. But as I've said before, 2 llamas is enough. And now I'm going back over to my mansion for the nearby jungle to breed some ocelots. But of course, it's going to take a whole day. I got to the jungle on day 613 and looked everywhere
Since
for
we got a
ocelots,
gleaming
couldn't find one. The jungle is dense,
in that
they're very
place,
small,
we are
this
going
would be
to be
harder than I
switching
thought.
places
At night, I
now.
stole the bed of this child and slept very comfortably. Here's a pro
That was
ocelot
very
finding
RG
tip.
days.
Burn down the jungle. And with the jungle a little more thinned out, the ocelots are way easier to
Trouble,
find.
come
This
on.
one's gonna be in this hole for a little
Come
bit, but I
on.
gave him some salmon, he'll be fine. Day
Oh my
615,
God.
I got another ocelot, but the first one I found despawned.
Don't worry, you'll
I have a
teleport up
plan.
here.
It's gonna involve dragging this cat through 4,000 blocks of hell. It took all of day 616 to get him home, and he really
Look how
didn't
smart he is.
cooperate. So I have the perfect name for him. I put him in the cat cage. He is their lord. Oh, running 4,000 blocks through the nether is so fun, right? It took an entire day of deforestation, but I got myself another ocelot. And I spent all of day 619 yanking this cat through the nether. And after 8 days of pretty annoying work, I was finally able to breed my 2
Time to
ocelots
check
and
all
got an
my
achievement for breeding every animal.
doggos.
I decided to just leave them in the hole.
Conditions.
Something more creative. Day 621, I'm going to attempt the Furious Cocktail achievement. It's an achievement for having every potion effect applied at the same time, and I think I can do it today. I really made sure I had everything.
None of them are secret ability.
I wouldn't get it, but I did. The invisibility potion is now my new favorite thing. Now I just have to find one last biome.
Look at that, the gamma version is cool with this one.
I wanted to put looting 3 on my sword, but it's gonna cost 37 levels, so I think it's time for another raid. But again, as long as I stay near my beacon, I'm essentially unkillable. The raid was done
Bro,
by nighttime
why
the next day.
is
There were no
why
profits
does
on
my
day
game
624,
always
though I
have
was
to
increasing my
break
infrastructure to
when
make
I'm
more
live
glass. But
streaming?
of course, that just means I'm gonna need more sand, so day
Well, guys, look
625
at
I
this.
spent all day shoveling. What's
This
nice, though,
is
is my
my
shovel has
green
mending, so
block.
after a long day of shoveling, I can fix it
It
right
ain't
back
much,
up.
but it's something.
Invaluable in this whole system, though. Cartographers will initially level up by selling them paper, and that's what sugarcane is for. The alternative is buying very expensive maps. So I saved a lot of emeralds. I was no longer a hero on day 627, but my elytra needed some juice, so I
was
sold
my
a little bit more
indeed
glass.
first
I still
gleam
need 2 more levels before
in
I
the
can
road.
put 3 on my sword, though, so I'm gonna need this sand. I was just on my way to start another raid when Chief and I fell down a large hole. Everything
I also found another one because this I was TP training. When the recess cost to like 20 CP, I didn't catch it.
At least I have something to take my aggression out on. I'm gonna miss him. He was a great horse. But I'm mostly sad I have to use mongoose now. Day 629, I did a raid. Didn't really cure my depression. Seeing the tree of murder like this kinda helped, even though it was my fault the chief died. I'm still profiteering on day 631. I think the only thing that'll make me feel better is another beacon. And you know, shoveling takes my mind off things. Day 632, I spent all day building another quad auto furnace. That makes 8 of them. Though I can't even use it yet because I don't have access to enough fuel. Day 633, I flew back to the camp with bad omen.
Where did my friend
The raid
go?
took 2 days, but on day 634, I
Where's
found
my
out
friend
if I stayed
Pika?
below my conduit, no amount of vex can kill me. Day 635 is 100% filled with shoveling. I've got to fill up that second quad auto furnace. And after another full day of shoveling on day 636, I
This
wasn't
man
even
probably
near my
went
max
to
level of
the
sand.
Battle
So, of course,
Coliseum
the next
or
day, I
he's
went
in the
straight back
stream
to
chat
shoveling.
right now.
It's exhilarating! I'm still nowhere near full on sand, but I've got enough to last me a while, that's for sure. Day 638,
I won't get easy wins, bro.
the compound. I'm missing 3 emerald blocks, but as fast as I can get them, that shouldn't be too much of a problem. I also had 53 enchanting levels, so I tried to get an Unbreaking 3 book for my elytra. But of course, that's quite a lot of levels, so now I have 2 elytras with Unbreaking 3. That means at full durability, I can fly for 57 minutes uninterrupted. Day 639, I sold off some of my smooth stone to pay for the rest of that beacon. So now that I have all the emerald blocks in place, I just need 18 more wither skeleton skulls and have to kill the wither 6 more times. Shouldn't be too bad. You gotta remember though, I've got a looting 3 sword now, so instead of a 2.5% chance to drop the skull, it's now a 5.5.
Well, that's
And on the
actually
very
good.
first day being down in the nether, I got 3 skulls.
I can
Time
use
my
that
best
for
day ever. This
melee
looting 3
attack.
sword is the greatest thing I've ever made. Day 641, I got another 3 skulls. I only got 2 skulls on day 642, but that's because I was mostly expanding the fortress. And day 643, all I did
got
was expand
plenty
the
of
fortress. Day
these.
644 was a really great day. Got 3 skulls, so we're back on track. But then, on day 645, a new record, 4 skulls in one day. I only got 1 skull day but it's kind of cool to know that I have 5 withers in my hotbar. And after a solid week in hell, I got my 18th wither skeleton skull, and now I can go back home. I held him in my hands the whole way home. I was proud. I guess now it's time to vanquish the wither 6 times in one day. I did it no problem. I'm becoming more of a boss than he is. So now I've got 2 sets
I can
double
do
beat. Required about 4,500 emeralds to make, not to mention 12 withers, and all for a little bit more superpower coverage. I think it's worth it. Now it's time to break in the new beacon with a level
Bro,
3 ration. I
stream,
used
stop
to get bad omen
lagging.
3. I only got bad omen 2 by the end of the day, but I had a ton of fun throwing a trident at people. The level 3 raid started on the early morning of day 651.
Just gonna head
90%
to
of the
Midas
compound
Town.
is covered by beacon effects at this point, but I've got 300 more days. I could make it 100. I finished up the
So
raid
that's
on
what's
day
inside my
652 with
Trumbo's
ease.
head.
Wow, my second double chest of totems is getting pretty full. I went to Glass Town later. I'm not building a beacon anytime soon, but it's nice to have some spare cash. Day 653, I built a nether portal in Glass Town. I'm gonna use this lava to burn my 8 furnaces hot and long. It's a little treacherous, but I've killed the wither 12 times. I shouldn't fear pigment.
Where
It's
is
amazing
my
I
boy?
personally know 20 cartographers, but I'm just now figuring out you can make bigger maps. Not for me today.
Did he
Later, I made
already
a pyramid.
cross
Hey, just a whole
collect
day of
his
nothing
loomians
productive.
already?
Seeing how fast I can carve through blocks with a beacon makes me really want one down in the
Oh,
mine.
let's play Navi.
Sometimes it works in caves, but again, not always. Day 656, I went through an abandoned mine shaft. I mostly
Not sure
took the
about
tracks.
that, buddy.
This saves me a lot of iron. And no, I'm not
Screaming
making
right
an iron
now.
golem farm. Who do you think I am? Day 657, I made my cactus disposal system. I'm gonna use it to get rid of these books, and it won't burn down my house because it doesn't use lava. I did a little bit of mining on day 658 too. I've got to keep my other auto furnaces full of cobblestone. My pickaxe was getting torn up, so I mined in the nude for better healing. Even though I had no armor on,
Sure.
nothing bad